Strategy is absolutely critical for multi-channel campaigns. As the name suggests, there are lots of different channels you can use for marketing. Not all of them are appropriate for the various audience segments that you may well be targeting. You need to understand what your objective is of the campaign. Is it engagement? Is it acquisition? Is it retention? Who your target audience are, and then what channels are appropriate to get the results that you need. So I think there are two really big fear factors when it comes to redefining how you go to market. One is fear of complexity and the scale associated with that complexity. And the other one is the fear of outcome, uncertain outcomes. When you're changing how you do things, the outcome will be different to what you've been doing before. If you do it properly with the correct strategy and the correct approach, the outcome should be a lot better. And in terms of the complexity and the scale that's associated with that, it can be more complicated to do highly segmented, highly personalised campaigns. But in our experience, customers tend to overcomplicate it or overthink it. And that's why the strategy is so important, because you approach it step by step, you do a lot of testing, and then you know that you're going to get to the outcome that you need. It's very different now in terms of how you go to market. The biggest change in B2B to C marketing is really moving from a one-to-many approach to a one-to-one approach. And that can be complicated and take time to achieve, but the results that come from changing that approach are very much worth it. You get a lot higher conversion rates from your activity, you get a lot better customer responses. And one-to-many was really about the big message, the big adverts that go out that try to engage as many individuals as possible and get them into that awareness phase of understanding your brand. The one-to-many is really about converting them to the sale and talking to them on a one-to-one basis. And even at scale, that's now possible with the different technologies that are available today. So it's not as difficult as it would have been to do, say, 10 years ago. So channel integration is really much more comprehensive than just running different campaigns or the same campaign across different channels. So whether it's email, landing pages, social media, printed media. Truly integrated means that all of those things link together when it comes to the calls to action and the conversion of that response into a potential sale. So it's not just about sending an email out that looks the same as the posters that the consumer might see on the underground, for example. It's that all of those different elements form a critical part of the customer journey to get them over the line and into the process of being a customer. Segmentation has got a lot cleverer and a lot more intelligent over the past couple of years. And one of the things that we've really changed in the last 12 months is not just looking at demographics, so traditional profiling such as Mosaic or Cameo, but applying an extra layer to that, which really looks at the life stages and the events that are going on in the people's lives of the people that we're targeting. For example, are they people who have some life event coming up, such as moving home or having a baby? What life stage are those people at? So are they an older couple? Are they retired? Are they a young couple? Are they people who are still living at home? Because if you take those types of segmentations into account when pushing out a multi-channel campaign, you can be much more strategic about which channels you use to push out content much more relevantly. So for example, social media is really good for young couples because they like to share information between each other, for example, when they're at work, whereas printed material, unsurprisingly, works a lot better for older demographics such as retirees. So you get, again, much more targeted, personalised campaign content that generates far higher response rate than just the traditional spray and pray method.